Welcome back. It's time for our daily press review, and we're glad to be joined by Dr. Mervat Madkour, Professor of Political Economy of the Middle East Research and Development. Good morning, Dr. Mervat.
Good morning to you, Naveen.
And we start from Al-Ahram and we read its main banners from its front page. 2016, the year of Egyptian youth. The President issued 8 presidential decrees to activate the role of youth in the fields of national work. £200 billion loans within 4 years to help youth in establishing 30,000 companies that would provide 4 million job opportunities. El-Sisi says, we salute our martyrs and we appreciate their sacrifices for Egypt. El-Sisi, nice words and good manners are the evidence of strength and not weakness. Concluding 145 housing units for youth at the cost of £2 billion. A national committee to renew the education curricula within 3 months. A national conference for youth in the city of Sharm el-Sheikh next September. And the President says, my message to the Egyptian youth is preserve your homeland against those who are pushing you to stop believing in it. The homeland is not for a certain group or sect or current. Still with the same issue, which made one of the headlines in Al-Masri al-Yawm, and we read them. El-Sisi says on Egyptian youth, we're facing a war of existence. £200 billion in 4 years to finance the small and medium projects and 450,000 housing units in the social housing project. The Knowledge Bank, 4 digital gates that target 2.5 million researchers, and launching the League of Schools and Universities, and reviving the role of cultural palaces and competitions between university students. Still with the same issue, and from El-Yawm El-Saba we read, the President launches a new revolution for the sake of youth. El-Sisi comprehensive program to finance the small and medium projects for youth at the cost of £200 billion, and building 145,000 housing units. The President launches the revolution of youth from the Cairo Opera House. The President said to youth, the homeland is facing with youth the war of existence, and no one should think that the nice talk and the good manners are but extreme strength. Dr. Mervat, how do you see the significance of the event by President, inaugurated actually by President Sisi, and attended the ceremony at the Cairo Opera House yesterday, and he announced the year 2016 to be the year of youth. How do you see the significance of this event?
You know, definitely, it's a good step forward, especially to really give some hope for the youth. With regard to housing, they are going to establish some housing complexes. They are going to facilitate having loans in building small and medium type companies or projects, okay? And this gives, you know, a chance to combat what? To combat first the always screaming by the youth that they cannot afford having a home and therefore getting married. Okay?
And also creating job opportunities through the mega projects.
With the projects, of course. It's giving them a way to combat what? Job opportunities. Especially that, you know, the development of China rested on small and medium size companies or projects. Why? Because the more people you have, okay, like China, like us, like India, even in India, by the way, the same procedure was followed. Because, you know, it alleviates the burden on the government to find jobs for those who graduate from universities, because the number of those graduating is definitely very, very high. Simultaneously, you know, the Minister for Youth has said that they have renovated around 2,000, you know, small clubs for the youth, and the returning of the League for schools and universities, we have had that in the past. And in the past, these, you know, this care of the youth has really brought into light many who have been talented in the various sports. And besides, if you have, you know, in Gezira, it is, the membership is very high, in El Said, in El Ali, in all the clubs that you know.
Right.
Okay, so nobody can afford it really. The majority of the people cannot afford to pay 250,000 or 200 or even 50,000. Instead of paying it, they would rather pay it in house. Okay.
Also, the president gave a very important message to the youth, preserving their homeland against those who are pushing them to stop believing in it. How do you see this message?
This is also very important. In addition, the launching of the Knowledge Bank will definitely facilitate the job of a researcher to look into books that he cannot afford buying.
Right.
In the first place.
Right.
So it is really encouraging knowledge. As to the message
given to the youth.
The message is damn important. Why? Because we've seen that the youth, some of them, some, not all, are influenced by the social media pages like the Facebook, the Twitter, and so forth and so on. And, you know, this message is telling the youngsters, do not join wrong or bad people. And, you know, the sphere of having a revolution, another revolution. And when I hear the revolution is continuing, what does it mean? It means that we are revolting, not for the sake of this nation, but for the sake of destroying this nation, rather than building it. When if we really, you know, make this match between the individual and his state, the well-being of the state is the well-being, or is paving actually the way for the welfare of the people.
Of course, very important to further boost the sense of loyalty to the country.
You cannot boost loyalty. Look, some people, you know, make having a good job, having a good life, having a luxurious life with where I belong. This is totally wrong. Nobody does this. Okay, and especially Egyptians, who have had a very long history in this land. Okay, we cannot afford to hear what others are putting in the minds of our youngsters. And I appeal to our family values that we have had.
We have to revive those values, of course.
Exactly. Because if I am really bound to my family, I'm bound to my society, I'm bound to my nation. Okay, I want the welfare of everybody.
Right. And back to Al-Ahram, and we read from page 3. The June 30th Parliament is launched today with a measure session. Abdul Al Kamal Musalhi